everyone, it's Tammy with Frou-frou Studio. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing the hashtag ABCGLC, which is a bi-weekly alphabet challenge that is being hosted by Jodi Lewis Creations. And I found her by watching Bellaboo Creations. And Belle over there was participating in this challenge. And so I joined her Facebook group, and I have been doing the bi-weekly challenges, and we are up to letter L already. So for my makes, I'm using these little gridded index cards that I just found at a thrift store, and they're a really good size for making a little collage for these prompts. And then I'm keeping them all in my little box here, my little vintage file box. And like I said, we are on letter L. So today, or this week's prompts are layers, lilac, lighthouse, and the bonus prompt was light. Now, the bonus prompt you can use if you want to, but you don't have to. I have been using all four, and so I'm going to continue that to the rest of the alphabet and try to use all four. This one, to me, goes a lot better together than last week's. Last week's was kind of funky, but we're going to get weeks like that because the way she has done her spinner to create the prompts is she took in suggestions from members of her Facebook group for each letter, and she puts those all on the wheel and spins it, and whatever comes up, comes up. So it's been quite interesting. There's been a couple of really challenging weeks, but this one I found really easily. And so we're going to move forward with making our card for it. And the first thing that I have is just the scrap digital. And I'm going to use this for my background because it has a lilac kind of color to it. And I am going to approach the light a little bit differently than probably some people are, or some people may do it this way as well. Since we have a lighthouse already that has a light, I went with a alternative definition, as in light as a feather. So I have put a feather stamp on here, and to continue with the nautical theme, I also put this compass rose on here, just to kind of tie it together. And that also will help us build our layers. So this is going to be my base. So I'm going to kind of outline this so that I can be sure and get that feather on here in the compass rose. So I'm just gonna kind of draw around my card with a pencil. Hope everybody is doing okay today. My neck is still on the mend, but it is doing much better. I was able to sleep on my side last night, which is a big deal. So I rested much better. Alright, so we're going to cut this out. I just have to remind myself now that it's feeling better to be careful so I don't tweak it again. I've done that a couple times, and believe me, as soon as I do it, I remember. that it's not totally better, but like I said, progress is progress, so we're not gonna badmouth the progress too much. Alright, so that's gonna be our background. This is going to be a fairly quick video because, like I said, this one came together pretty easily. It really helped that I'm working on that coastal marsh journal because I had a lot of things that would work right in front of me, so I didn't have to go digging too much to get my idea to come together. Now, if I can get this on straight, we'll be doing really well. Get my little squisher here. Okay, and then for our next layer, I have a lighthouse. And again, this is a digital. And I'm going to lose part of the bottom because it's a little bit too long, but that's okay. I'm going to put it about right there, I think. So that's a layer. Okay, and then carrying on with the light and the lilac, I have this bird. And he's going to lose his feet, but that's okay because he's going to look like he's maybe sitting down in the sand or something. And then I have this tag, which is from Louisa Heinzel. It's in the tag set where she took photos of all her tags that were on her and labels that were on her fabulous cabinet that she got to store her ephemera in. And it actually is a lavender color. So I'm going to create another layer and put it about right there. And then we'll glue our bird on there. Hopefully without ripping anything as I put the glue stick. And like I said, we'll just scoot it down so we can make it look like it's hunkered down in the sand. And then trim it off. And then I feel like I could use, there is writing here that's really light on the digital. Let me ink around it, but I feel like we may need a little bit of something right there to kind of fill up that space just a little bit. I'm going to bring the inking in around the corners. Maybe I'll get my splatter stamp and do some little lavender colored splatters right there. I could use this little bitty one. And let me grab my oxides. Do I already have them out? Why do I not see the purple and pink? These are inks. I'm sorry, not oxides, inks. And I'm going to use the shaded lilac. See what color that is when I stamp it. Yeah, that'll work. Sorry, I hope I wasn't too low there. I'm just stamping with my little bitty splatter stamp. I still feel like there needs to be something right there. What do I have here? I could do field label right there. Or I could use a quote. Or I have this other feather. Let me see what this one looks like stamped. I could put another feather on this side. Oh, that one's got like script in it. Can I tell which way it goes? Yeah, I like that. Just gives it a little something. And I wonder if I can find in Louisa's labels. There's a purple one. It's too big, I think. We could do something to bring out that red in the beak. Let's cut this out and see. Yeah, I like that. But if I do that, I'm going to have to bring out the red in one more place. Like over in here somewhere. Like right there. Right there. Let's see. No, not that one. Not that one. Okay, I'm going to do this one, but I'm going to do it in red. And then we're going to call it done. Let me get my archival inks. I think I'm going to use Barn Door. Test it over here on my, yep, that'll work. We're going to do it kind of just barely on the page. Don't need a lot of it. I just need something a little red. There we go. All right, so that I think fulfills the brief. So we have Lilac and a Lighthouse, and layers, and the bonus prompt of light, as in light as a feather, plus of course the Lighthouse has a light. So I hope you guys like that, and go check out Jodi's channel. She's a great maker. She's participating in the Tracy Fox Creep on June, as well as hosting this. And check out her Facebook group. They do all kinds of swaps and things like that on there, and it seems to be, I've not been a member very long, but it seems to be a very supportive group, and I'm sure that they would be glad for you to jump on over and join in. So that's it for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.